Well, you could think of it something like that. Oh, hey, Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, I'm here with my little buddy Lamb Chop, and we're just sitting there talking. He's asking me some questions about psychic stuff. And what was that you wanted to ask me again? Now tell us so we can talk with the YouTubers. Yes. Well, yes. Lamb Chop said, he said, is it possible that he could develop mediumship? And I think you could. I think you have the potential for it. Yes. Trance channeling. Yes, I think you could do trance channeling. Oh, he said, what is trance channeling? Oh my gosh, too. She's asking really great questions. One that maybe some of you are asking. Well, welcome to tonight's show. I'm Psychic Bob. For those of you who don't know, I'm a full-time professional psychic medium from the spiritualist church tradition. Well, welcome. Well, Lamb Chop's asking what trance channeling is. And that's what we're going to do tonight. Trance channeling is when I go into a trance, or any medium, not just Psychic Bob, other mediums can do this also. And spirit people overshadow our consciousness. It's like they take temporary control of our body and they use our body to speak. You think you'd like to do that? No, why not? Spooky. Oh, no, it's not spooky. It does look a little strange, but I bet you'd learn to do it real easily if you just learn to relax. You know, when you do channeling, you've got to have trust of your spirit people, and that's really important. Well, we're going to explore that tonight, and I hope you'll join us. And I hope you guys will join us too. Oh, look, there's Amy Radcliffe is here. Yay. Vivian P is here. Yay. Volcanic Ice is here. Kimmy's here. Stardust C. Oh my gosh, this is great. Baroness Kolobob is here. Yay. Baroness Kolobob is here. She's our moderator, I think. Oh, there's Bernadette Leclerc. Hello, Bernadette. There's Robert Stevens. Isn't that great? Well, guys, welcome. There's Mia Rose. Hello. Well, welcome to our seance tonight. So you want to go over there and sit down so I can finish talking to everybody? Okay, there you go. Yeah. Oh, yes, sit over by the window. Yay. Oh, my gosh, it's great to have you here. Look, there's Billy Myers here. There's Lady Bree is here. MJS Breezy's here. Well, wonderful. Well, you know, it's always wonderful to gather and to do our seance, because a seance is a special time in which we let the spirit people, you know, be involved in our life. We give them a say in our world. Oops, hold on a second, guys. I just lost. I was going to show you something. I just lost it. Oops, hold on. Where did I put that? Hold on just one second, guys. I'll be back in just one second. I got something to show you here. Oh, okay, well, go ahead. I was going to show you a book on trance channeling that I recommend, but I can't find it. But for those of you who are interested in learning more about trance, there's a wonderful book I recommend called Opening to Channel. I don't know where I've put it. I thought it was over on this table. And it's by Sonia Roman and Dwayne Packer. It's a really great book about channeling, the whole process. It demystifies it so you can understand how spirit works through a medium and what they do. And you know, I think that, you know, you want to explore that. Okay. Also, there's a wonderful book that's a classic spiritualist book called On the Edge of the Etheric, and it's one that I recommend. And it's written by Sir Arthur Findlay out of the United Kingdom. So that's another option for you as well, you know. So anyways, yeah, we have a number of wonderful books that you guys can check out, and I think they'll give you some help with your spiritual development. So, well, we are going to sit back tonight and see what the spirit people have. It's always an adventure. I never know what they're going to do, you know, and we'll see what happens, you know. Um, so thank you for being here. You guys are great. It's driving me crazy. I wanted to find that book to show you guys. And well, Psychic Bob's house is a bit of a cluster mess. So we'll work on that. Maybe next week I'll have that book for you. Anyways, thanks for being here. You guys rock. Anyway, Psychic Bob's had a very full day. I've been doing readings and just trying to catch up on stuff and scheduling people, and did some compact voice readings this afternoon. By the way, speaking of compact voice readings, we have a new type of reading that I'm offering. You can ask Baroness Kolobobs about. She's in our chat, our moderator. But I'm doing compact astrology voice readings. And what that is, if you want me to do your astrology, you can email me your astrology information, your birth date, birth time, location. And I'm going to pull up your chart, and I will do an audio file recording of my interpretation of your astrology chart. So if you're interested in that, get a hold of Baroness Kolobobs or myself. You can write to me also at my website, PsychicBob.com. And if you're interested in that, let me know. That listing is not on my website. But what I'll probably have you do is just buy a compact voice reading. Compact voice reading is the other type of reading. They're both compact voice readings. One's a compact voice reading, one's a compact voice astrology reading. Anyways, so the price is $80. It's on my website. But it's, a full private session where I talk to you and interpret your chart. And it's me personally talking to you. And it's on a recorded file so you can see it. So anyways, I hope you'll check it out. Hi, Spiritually Gifted 777 says, thanks, Bob, considering the book. Much appreciated. I know I'm annoyed that I can't find it. I'm running around here. But anyways, it's called Opening the Channel. It's by Sonia Roman and Dwayne Packer. Just look up Sonia, Sonaya Roman, Roman, Opening the Channel. I think it's still in print. If not, you can find a used copy on Amazon or eBay. So anyways, well, welcome to tonight's seance. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take down the lights and I'm going to go into trance. And for those of you who have never been here, this is something that's kind of new for some of you. Don't worry, it may look a little strange, but just roll with it. The spirit people are going to take temporary control of me. Now, I like to clarify, I'm in a trance. I don't know what's going on. So I can't, when I come back, I can't talk about what they said because I don't know. I have to go back and watch the video. But we'll see what happens. This is what we used to do in the spiritualist church. We'd gather at a medium's house. We would sit in a circle in the living room, and the medium would go into trance, and spirits would talk to us and come through. And it's always amazing. So thank you. There's Sandra Juskins here. Hello, Sandra. There's Glary Rainbow. Yay. There's Bronte McLeod. Hello, Bronte. Good to see you. Well, welcome to our show tonight. So I'm going to take down the lights here. Let's see if I can bring down our lights. I like to work in the red light. It's a spiritualist tradition, soft lighting. So thank you so very much for being here. You guys rock. Hello, hello. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. So I will see you when I get back from trance. I'm going to go under now. Oh, by the way, don't forget, if you want to do some psychic development, join us for this Saturday. I'm teaching a class on transfiguration. God bless you, Mia. Thank you for your donation tonight. You're so sweet. If anybody wants to throw any ka-ching, Psychic Bob, so it's always appreciated. Now, I'm going to be in trance, so I won't be able to talk to you, but your support means a lot for me. Thank you very, very much. All right, so I will see you guys when I get back. And thank you, Mia, for your donation. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Glittery. Give us just a moment while we get control of the medium's frequency. Oh, this is Fletcher. I hope I'm coming through loud and clear for you. Well, it's so good to see all of you out there tonight. There's a lot of soul glow here. Whenever we see soul glow, it's a sign that there's advanced souls. Now, some of you be here tonight and you'd be saying, oh, Fletcher, I don't think I got any soul about myself. Oh, but you got more soul than you know what to do with. And if you're here, it's because you done heard a call. So we welcome you to tonight's seance. And, well, we got a few people we want to speak to you. So I'll be stepping from the medium's body, and this is Fletcher. Over and out. Good evening. There are many of you here tonight gathered. We're trying to understand what your soul is. The soul is the essence of all life. The soul is you. You are the soul. Each person on the earth walks about in a body. Unfortunately, many people today think that the body is all that there is. They say that when the body dies, consciousness dies. There are scientists and doctors who say that consciousness is merely an electrical byproduct of a biochemical response in the body. I'm coming to tell you that though that may be true to a degree, that response does not end upon the cessation of the body. You have within you a spirit mind. Your spirit mind is your true consciousness. You have a physical brain as well that has a consciousness. But your spirit mind knows more than your physical brain. The physical brain may be capable of doing vast calculations and computations, but it is nothing compared to the spirit mind. Within you exists a consciousness that transcends this current time-space reality. You have a mind that remembers many past lives. You have a mind that knows God. You have a mind that has been back and forth between different worlds. Your earthly mind is limited to a temporary time and place. All that you think in your material mind is a byproduct of your material life. But even within your material life, there is an impingement upon your physical brain by your spiritual brain. Try to understand that you have power beyond that which you know. Those of us who come to this medium come to prove that life exists beyond the grave. All of us who will speak to you tonight are what you might term dead people. The fact is, our bodies did die, but our consciousness lived on. That is the soul, the spirit mind, call it what you will. But we live forever in the realm of light. Those of you here who question, who say, could I live beyond the material plane? The answer is a resounding yes. It does not so much matter that you believe it, as simply understand that it is fact. When I was on the earth, I grew up in a very strict Christian home. My parents said that once you die, you're dead until the resurrection. We were part of a Protestant church, which believed that you had soul sleep. You would die, sleep in your coffin until the resurrection. I can tell you that this is not true. No resurrection has taken place on earth, at least of the general populace. Yet I am still alive, and I am able to come to you. Try to understand that the part of you which loves, the part of you that feels the deepest compassion, that is your soul self. And your soul self is the part of you that will live forever. This is why we encourage you from the spirit world to live in love. And if you live in love, And you have the light of God within you. You have the light of spirit. Each day you build the light within yourself, or you diminish it. Hatred, cruelty, acts of barbarism, these will limit the light growth within you and stunt your growth. And when you come to the spirit world, you will be like a poorly clothed orphan in dingy rags with no luminosity. Over here, one knows the power of a soul by its light, its luminosity, its glow. This is why Fletcher was saying earlier there is soul glow here tonight. Those of you who have gathered have much light of the spirit. And if you continue to explore that light, it will lead you in the path of knowledge, of righteousness, and of love. And you will attain the light upon the death of the material body. I hope that you will consider all that I have said to you tonight. Understand that you are not the body, you are spirit substance. The body is your vehicle. When I was a young boy, I did see automobiles, or cars as you call them. Cars would fly up and down the roads. But when one would stop and turn off the car engine, the owner of the car would step out of the car. The car would appear lifeless and dead. Your physical body is like the car. It is commanded by an operator. That operator is your spirit. Understand these truths. Do not be concerned for the cares of the body, as Jesus once said. He said, why do you put so much care in the material things? It would be better to focus on the eternal things. When you cease to exist, all your material possessions will go to others or be destroyed. But that which will not be destroyed is your body, is your spirit body. Your physical body will be, but your spirit body, the body of light, will continue to exist. Where it exists is up to you. As you choose light and love, so you grow in the power of God. Make a choice today to live in the light. You may not even understand the light or even know how to approach it. But if you seek with a sincere heart, those of us who dwell in the realm of spirit, we shall come to assist you. I leave you with these thoughts tonight. And if you wish to speak and call to me, my name is Alfred. I await your call. Thank you for receiving me. Again, my name is Alfred. Oh, give us just a moment. We've got to get control of the medium's frequency. Oh, there we go. Well, I think a lovely lady, some of you know, is here. She wants to say good evening to you. Her name is Rose. So, Rose, would you like to come on? Will you step from the medium? You can take over. Good evening, my dears. My name is Rose. Oh, it's such a joy to be here with all of you. Do you know, when I listen to Fletcher and I listen to Alfred, I get as uplifted as all of you. Those of us who live over here in the spirit world, we're always learning, always growing. Do you know you will never learn everything there is to know? I know that sometimes on earth, and some of you perhaps have had the experience, where you say that your brain is full and you feel as if you cannot absorb any more knowledge. Oh, my dears, that is your material mind. Yes, I suppose it could be filled up, but your spirit mind would never be filled up. Do You know, over here in the spirit world, we have vast temples of knowledge where you can go and study the universe. We have universities where you can study lectures, attend lectures, I should say. Think on earth of the finest minds that you knew. Einstein, Lord Kelvin, Sir Oliver Lodge. How many of you long to sit in a lecture with such minds and learn scientific things? Do you know over here you can do that? And not only do we have universities that you can attend, by the way, university is free in the spirit world. You also have libraries, vast collections of scrolls and books and scanning machines. Anything you want to know, you can find here. For those who grew up among the period of books and scrolls, we have them in that form as you relate to them. Some of you are very advanced and want to see a three-dimensional model. We have holographic projection machines here that can make you see history in 3 dimensions. It's amazing what exists in the spirit world. And as Alfred and Fletcher said, your minds are not limited here. Some of you on earth are saying, oh, Rose, if I had more knowledge, I could have a happier life. My dears, try to read as much as you can. It's one of my sad regrets that during my earthly life, I hardly ever read a book. You know, when I'd go to church, I'd occasionally glance at the prayer book. Even that I half-hearted looked at. Well, as for the Bible, well, it was lost on me. I left that to the vicar. And it seemed I never spent time much learning. I grew up in a very important family, and I had private tutors. But you know that the private tutors, I didn't even listen to them half the time. Oh, my dear, if I'd worked on my earthly mind, I would have opened the door to my spirit mind. My neighbor Madge used to give me lovely little spiritualist pamphlets and booklets. And you know, I would say, oh, isn't that nice, Rose? Yes, I'll look at that later, dear. Put it up in the cupboard and forget about it. Never again did I see it. My dears, don't be as I were. Learn and expand your minds. The mind is a great power. And over here, you will take it to the next level, as they say. Some of you here tonight think that you have no mind for anything. If you feel that you do not have the power of mind, then call upon your spirit mind, your higher self. You know, dears, that your higher self has more knowledge than you can fathom. If you want to know about your past lives, ask your spirit mind. It will bring the knowledge to your physical brain. It may not bring it all at once, my dears. There's a lot to learn. But a little glimpse here, a little inkling here or there of knowledge will do one well. Some of you say, Rose, I feel within that I sense spiritual presences, though I cannot prove it, my dear. Yeah, my dears, ask your spirit mind to inform your physical mind. Once you establish the link between the two minds, the knowledge will increase for you. So I invite you to be open to these thoughts tonight. They're ever so important. Oh, this is Fletcher. Give us just a moment. We have to control the medium's vibration. All right, go ahead, Rose. Oh, there we are. Can you hear me, my dears? But I am so thrilled whenever I have the opportunity to come and speak to you. So many of you have been reaching out to me saying, Rose, can you help me? And I do hear all of you who call to me. And I have come to all of you. I should like to bring a little message over to a few of you this evening, if I may. You'll see, when we come from the spirit world, our goal is to bring light to all of you. I should like, first of all, to speak to the therapist here tonight. My dear, it is such a pleasure to me to have your acquaintance. You have the theme of a healer and a communicator in this lifetime. And you will find that the spirit world is very eager to help you. My dear friend Madge says that she's going to come and help you understand the things of spiritualism. And as you open that mind, you will see more and more knowledge. I shall also help you. And between Madge and I, therapist, we will help you find the way to integrate spiritual knowledge into your practices. And in the coming years, you will find that many people seek you out for knowledge, for healing, and for help. It is those of us who dwell here in the spirit realm who will assist you in going forward. Try to understand, therapist, that you are being called to a greater service than just material therapy. You're being called to spiritual therapy. And if you can integrate people's bodies, their minds, and their spirits, oh, you have done a great work. And those of us who dwell in the spirit world will be most pleased. We thank you for receiving us, and thank you for hearing my word of wisdom tonight. I thank you so much. Do call upon me. It will be my great pleasure to help you in the future. I wish also to speak to someone else here. My dear Stardust C, my dear. I believe you go by the name of Marjana. My dear, it is important for you to understand that though you have been struggling in the material world, you must not give up your faith. You see, Marjana, you flit about, worrying about the material things. Do you know, I wasn't much of a church goer. I mean, I did go to church, but I wasn't really a participant, should we say. But I do remember my vicar saying, Rose, do not trouble yourselves for the things of the material world. Focus on spiritual truth. If I had listened to him, my life would have turned out much better, I can promise you. But my dear, it is not too late for you. You worry yourself about material things. Will so-and-so be well? Is my mother and father well? Who would die? Will I starve? Is there enough money? My dear, you must let go of these fears. If you let go of them, dear Marjana, you will find that the angels will help you. I have a grandfather here in spirit, and he's asked me to relay to you that he has been praying. And he says to me, Jasna Gora. He said, I have gone to Jasna Gora. And he's invoking Our Lady of Hestahova for you. He wants me to relay to you tonight that he is praying for you and for your mother and father. And he says that he was bringing healing to the family. But you must have greater faith, my dear. You have many spirit beings about you who want to help you. There are those who are called the fairies, or we call them the fair people. Do not take them for granted nor ignore them. You have great allies in them. And I am your friend as well, my dear. You have confidence in the spirit world. Let go of worrying, dear. The worry will aid you and it weaken your body, and then you shall be sick. But my dear, you need not have these fears. If the mind is rested in spirit, then you will have peace. So, my dear, do call upon me. So, Rose, fair people, Fletcher, all of us wait to assist you, my dear. I do thank you for receiving my message. It is my joy to be of service to you and to all who reside upon the earth. Oh, this is Fletcher. Hold on just a moment. We have to raise the vibration. There's been a little power fluctuation. There we go. Go ahead, dear. Hello, my dears. This is Rose. Oh, there's so much electrical current in the vibrations tonight. It's knocking me out of the body. My frequency is having trouble being stable here. I also wish to speak tonight to dear Mia Rose. Oh, my dear, it's so good to see you here tonight. You know, my dear, I must tell you, as I step into your frequency, you have beautiful blue and purple light around you. This means, my dear, that you're opening your channel. You're ready to receive the guidance of the spirit world. Mia, my dear, if I may speak frankly to you, Mia Rose, your problem, dear, is that you worry about other people. But my family think I'm strange for following the spiritual path. Will my family disown me? What will my friends think? Mia Rose, try to understand that if you make the step towards God and to our world, the spirit world, there will be many to come and help you. And that which you fear will not come to pass. You're being called in to step into opening your channel. You have the gift of communication. You're what we term a medium. That's the word. I learned that from my neighbor Madge. She said to me, Rose, have you ever thought of becoming a medium? And I used to say, what? What is that? I don't understand that. And she said, Rose, a medium is somebody who works with spirit. I said, oh, I don't think so, my dear. I said, no, not I. And she said, oh, but you could be, Rose. Well, I never did become a medium in my earthly life. But my dear Mia Rose, please, will you consider that we're inviting you the same invitation that I received over 60, 70 years ago. You are receiving now. But you must slow down and be receptive to our world. You know, dear, our medium does wonderful service for spirit by teaching classes. And I tell you, I've sat and watched him as he's taught classes. And I think you should do very well there, my dear. Sometimes I go into the class and help people, and I'd be glad to assist you in that manner. So consider, my dear, our invitation to explore that gift that you have, that mediumship. Thank you, my dear, for being open to receiving my message today. It is with great joy that I come to you. Oh dear. There we are. Can you hear me, my dears? Thank you so very much. I should also like to speak to my dear lady friend, the Baroness Kona. Dear Baroness, it is with such joy that I speak to you today. You know, you're passing through a period of life where you're in great transition. I've listened in, I must say, between you and our medium speaking, and I've heard some of your concerns. And today I come, I hope you won't mind, my dear, but I have come to tell you that your life is moving forward in a way that is actually filled with light. Occasionally along the journey, especially for spiritual people, there are bumps in the road, as they say. Do you know, during my earthly life, I really did not give much time to spiritual truth and knowledge. That was my great mistake. I tried to be a worldly person. That didn't get me very far in the spirit world. I used to look at my neighbor, Madge, and I used to say, Madge, what makes you follow this insanity that you believe in spirits? And she said to me, Rose, the spiritual life has given me such joy. I said, well, my dear neighbor, Madge, I said, I don't see a lot of money coming into your life. My neighbor, Madge, was lovely, but she was not one of the wealthier people that I knew. And she said, Rose, the money doesn't really matter to me. Spiritual truth is worth more than any amount of money. Well, you know what my response was? I said, I'd give me the money any day. I don't want to hear about that. But I'm telling you this, my dear, because you're at a crossroads. In your crossroads, you're feeling the pressure of the material world. And the truth is, you don't have to worry about it, my dear. When you have a connection to the spirit world, we over here can assist with that journey. I might tell you, my dear, that though today you feel as if you're trapped and you're not moving, your delay is actually for your own benefit and protection. You're fearful of being left with nothing. But my dear, you have security where you are. And that security will continue far into the autumn months. In the meantime, my dear, we will assist you. You shall find a property that will help you to move in onward. Don't worry about it now, my dear. But for the moment, be content where you are. If you can find peace in the moment, you shall have peace everywhere you go. It is not an issue that, well, once I have a beautiful home, then I shall have peace. No, my dear, that is a mistake that worldly people make. You're far too spiritual to be trapped in that mind. Remember, as Alfred was speaking of the spirit mind, your spirit mind has all knowledge. And so you must create on the etheric plane your reality. If you will consider that in the coming months you will have a new home, it shall be so, for you have used the spirit mind to conjure it. And if you ask sincerely for the spirit world to help you, my dear, no one who calls on the spirit world is left without aid. We can tell you that your future will be in a secure home. You do not believe us today, my dear. That is because you look with the earthly mind. You must transition to the spirit mind, and you will move forward. You will not leave your current residence until many months pass. And so put out of your mind a fear that you're going straight away, for you will not. We are standing guard to protect you there. Let go of your fears, my dear. They're crippling you. And if you let us help you, you will see that by September, you're situated in a lovely home. Do not fear, my dear. You walk not alone. And might we even add that our dear medium here is part of that journey in the future. So don't tell him. He gets all nervous and all. But we want you to know, my dears, that you have friends here in the spirit world. Doris will help you. I shall help you. Fletcher will help you. Alfred shall help you. You think you walk alone, my dear? Oh, please. You've got more friends in spirit than some people have in their entire life on earth. Be of good cheer. I send you my greetings from the spirit world. Oh, this is Fletcher. Hold on just a moment. I think we got another visitor want to be saying hello. Well, how are all of you out there tonight? Oh, this is Doris. I tell you, Fletcher's right. There's so much soul glow out there. But you got to embrace it into yourselves. Sometimes when I was walking down the road, I used to walk with my dad to the spiritualist church. And he used to say, Doris, someday you're going to be speaking in all the spiritualist churches. And I used to say, why? Oh, not I. He said, yes, Doris, you're going to speak in all the churches. I said, now how am I going to do that? I said, I ain't got no knowledge. I'm not a speaker, mind you. He said, Doris, it's the work of spirit. I said, well, I heard spirit's going to have to do it because you ain't going to find me walking up on no platform. But do you know, in time it all happened. And my dad was right. So I want to come here to remind all of you, just when you think you got no talents, all of you here tonight have soul glow. And I want each of you here tonight to take with you that soul glow knowledge. I always used to say it in my talks. I said, well, you can't die for the life of you. People used to laugh when they'd say that. They said, oh, I'm afraid of death. I said, well, you can't die for the life of you. My dad used to say that to me, my father. And it's true. During those dark days of World War II, when we got bombed, our houses were all ruined down in East End. I used to say to my mother, I don't know that we'll make it through it. She says, even my mother, who was not very spiritual, she used to say, Doris, you got to give up that down and outlook. We got to keep going for God and country and the king and queen too. And might I say, good King George and Queen Elizabeth, they gave us a lot of inspiration. I'd never forget when they came to visit all of us in the East End. Those were dark days, but they passed. Some of you are in your World War II right now. I come from heaven to tell you that you will not stay in the darkness. And like I remind you, what's the worst that can happen? Oh, you might die. Oh, well, you can't die for the life of you. That's the truth, my dears. So be of good cheer. Let us come from those of us who come from the spirit world help you. Yeah, this is Doris. That's all I'm going to say to you. Don't want to be sounding off like a siren here. But I thank you for letting me come and talk to you. May all of you have a wonderful night, and thank you for letting me come and speak at you. Oh, this is Fletcher. Give us just a moment. Well, I think Rose wants to come in and say a word or two. Oh, there we go, my dears. Can you hear me? This is Rose. I never know if I'm just speaking to the air sometimes. My voice fades in and out, and I never know. I was listening to Doris, and I must say, my dears, she speaks the truth always. We're from the same generation, though I must say we were worlds apart. She was in East End London, I was West End. Not that it matters now. Over here, there is no class divisions, as there were on earth. Understand that when you come to the spirit world, all of the pomposity must be set aside. I came over here with grand ideas. I'm Lady So-and-so, and you will know who I am. And when they told me that my title over here did not count for anything, well, you can imagine I was a little shocked by that. I said, but I come from a very noble family. We're friends with the royal family. They said, well, that may well be so, but it doesn't matter over here. There are no kings and queens and barons and baronesses in heaven. Well, I went around for quite a long time trying to get everybody be impressed with who I was. But they all laughed. They said, Rosedale, when will you just give up that arrogance? It doesn't matter over here. Love is the power. And when I stopped being so full of myself and let love reign, everything changed. So, my dears, I invite all of you tonight to consider letting love be your power. Let knowledge be your power. Let your spirit mind have a say. And I promise you, you will find joy. You will find knowledge. And I think the greatest of all, you will find peace, my dears. Fletcher said our medium's power starting to fade, and so I will not tax him any longer. But, my dears, thank you for being here with us tonight. All of you have such beauty and glow. Do not ever let your lights be dimmed through negative actions of hatefulness and spitefulness. Let love lead you. Let pure knowledge lead you. Not the wanderings of an errant mind, but the mind that is filled with spirit, that has all knowledge of life and love and beauty. That is what you must think upon, my dears. Well, dears, thank you. The power is starting to go. And I do hope that wherever you are tonight, that you will remember to call upon me. Do call upon me and say, Rose, will you come help me? Oh, the power is starting to go. I think the voice is fading. I do hope that you know that I sing like you. Oh. Oh. All right, guys. Hold on just a second. I'm really dizzy. Oh. Oh, that was intense. I felt like electric current going through my body. Oh, I'm back. All right, you guys all right? Did everything come through okay? Robert Steve says he's back. Billy Meyer says, welcome back. Yeah, I'm back. Ooh, I was off with the fairies, I think. Glitter Image says, very cool seance. So much coming through. Yay. Oh, I'm so glad. Kimmy says, awesome messages. Baroness Coloma says, thanks, Bob. Wow, you're so buying us a castle in France. That's wicked freaking cool. Did the spirits say that? Oh my God. They might have. I don't know what they do when I'm out, so I'll have to go back and watch this. Oh my God. So good to see you guys. Thank you for staying with us. Wow, looks like everybody's here still. You know what? I'm in trance. I sometimes don't know if anything's going to come through. Stardust, he says, hi, PsychicBob. I got a message from Rose. First time. Very exciting for me. Oh, I'm so glad, Stardust. I got to go see this. Wow. Craft Curly. Oh, hi, Craft Curly. Welcome. Craft Curly says, wow, I walked in during the advice about the house and felt the message could be speaking to me. Well, let me tell you, Craft Girl, I don't know what message you're talking about because when I'm in trance, I don't know what's coming through, but I'll go back and watch. But I do know when the spirit people address people, that really what they're doing is sometimes they're talking to multiple people. Like they might give a message to you, but they may know that there are 5 other people here who have the similar situation. So if you're getting a message and you feel like it's resonating, accept that spirit is talking to you as well. Because that's what I found. My spirit people have told me that they might address one person, but it could be for others as well who have a similar circumstances. Hi, Robin. Robin Boston's here. Yay, she says, sounded like a lot of good messages. Thank you. Billy Meyer says, Bob, does it feel like someone else is coming into your body? Yes, that's what it's like. When I'm in trance, like I'm going under, Billy, my experience is like I feel pressure. Like somebody's like, imagine you take your hands and lay it on somebody's back. Could you press gently? I mean, it doesn't hurt, but I feel pressure as if somebody's merging in. I feel them coming through the back. That's just how I experience it. Different mediums have it different, but I feel like they merge in through my back. And then it's like they take control of my face and throat and all of that. So I just relax and let them do it, because if you just relax and you have trust for your guides, they can come through easier. Thank you, Laura M. Kimmy says, so you remember what you're doing while in trance, or is it like you're asleep? Kimmy, the way I experience it is I hear once in a while a little bit of the seance. I hear snippets, but it's more like being asleep. It's like, have you ever been lying on a sofa watching a movie and you're drifting off and you're trying to watch, but you don't know, you just hear snippets of the film, but you're kind of not with it? That's what it's like for me. It's like falling asleep watching a movie and hearing a little bit of the dialogue, but just drifting off. Laura M says, great seance. Thank you, Laura. God bless you. Baroness says, LOL. Yeah, Bob's. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I don't know what they're promising. Tarita Johnson says, it was breaking up on my end. Was there technical? Sometimes there's technical issues. I hope there weren't tonight, but it might. I don't know if it's your computer or mine, but if other people have problems, I'm so sorry. I can't control what the network does. Billy Meyer says, can they open your eyes? I don't know. They've never done that with me. I don't know. That's interesting. I've never had it that I know of. So Mia Ray says, I felt like the more than one messages for me. Okay. Well, the spirit people are trying to help everybody that came here tonight. They're being helped, you know. I love that. Billy Meyer says he didn't get tech issues. Okay, well, that's good. Well, I am so glad you guys came tonight. This was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. Therapist says, thanks so much. I needed this. I'm so glad. Yay. But you guys are rocking. And I'm just glad that you're here. I'm thankful that I could do this seance. Hold on. Fletcher, can I bring up the light? Okay. So he said I can bring up the lights. Baroness Kolobob says, you were fat, Bob. You said I was getting a modeling contract with Louis Vuitton. I don't believe you. I don't think they said that. Well, maybe they did. I don't know. You're pulling my leg. I can tell. Oh, my gosh. Kimmy, hi, Kimmy. Kimmy says, thank you to Team Baron Bob and Baroness Cola. God bless you. Yes, Baroness, thank you for being here tonight. Excuse me. To help in chat. It's really great that you're here, and I'm glad that you got to be here tonight, and I'm glad the spirit people came through. Therapist says, I got a message from Rose too. Oh, wow, this is cool. I can't wait to go back and see it. Well, you guys are great. Listen, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to have some dinner now, and then I got more scheduling to do. By the way, I think I mentioned to you, if you want to do compact voice readings, let me explain this real quick because I don't think I made it clear earlier. There are many ways you can get private sessions with me. The first, and you go to my website, is called a private hour reading. And that's a full hour, you and me one-on-one. And I answer all your questions. In a private hour, I look at your aura, I look at your soul, I look at past, present, future. I identify your spirit guides. I bring messages from them. Look at your karmic links. Deceased loved ones come through. I bring messages from them. All of that. And I answer all your questions. So that's what I do in a private hour reading. I also have 2 types of compact voice readings. Now, only one is listed over there, but the first compact voice reading is where you're allowed to ask up to 3 private questions. And I go into deep detail on those questions. It's about a 20-minute reading. It's not a live session with me. It's pre-recorded. So you would email me your 3 questions. And then I sit and I do an in-depth reading and I record it. So it'd be me talking to you. So I'd say, Billy Meyer, to answer your first question, ... It's about 20 minutes. So I go really in depth on those. So you get a lot. It's not as much as a full hour reading, but it's not as expensive either. So it's $80 for that. I've now started a new compact voice reading, which is an audio recorded reading, which is astrology. So if you want to do that, you'd email me your astrology information. I would pull up your chart and then I would walk you through it on audio. I'd say, hey, Sandra, you've got your moon in Aquarius. You've got Pluto in the 8th house. And I would talk about what all these things mean and do an audio recording. I'm no longer doing the written ones because I just physically can't do it. I don't have the time with the volume of work that I do now with readings. But if you want a compact voice reading for astrology, that's what that is. If you want either of those, or if you want to, particularly if you want, you can just buy the compact voice reading and then email me and then say whether you want astrology or the questions. Now, in the astrology reading, I don't answer questions because there's so much that goes into the astrology. That's a full reading in and of itself. So you can have either one, a compact voice reading or an astrology compact. So if you want to do that, that's an option. You can also sign up for my Saturday class, which is $30. That's a 2-hour class on Saturday. Now listen, where else are you going to get 2 hours of one-on-one training with Psychic Bob and Psychic Development for only $30? I'm really giving it away. There's no other psychic in this country, at least in the United States, at my level, and I've been on all the major TV networks, who train people one-on-one personally for that low. Now, there are other psychics like James Von Prague, and I'm not knocking on James. I love him. But he has like 1,000 people in his classes, and you don't get to personally talk to him. He may take a few questions, but it's more like you're on your own. In my classes, people can tell you, I actually personally talk to everybody in the class. I limit the class to only 30 people. So that way I get to do more direct time, private time with each person. So that's why, I encourage you to join it. So anyways, yes, tomorrow, Friday night, thank you, Baroness. Tomorrow, be here tomorrow, 7 p.m., live psychic readings. 7 p.m., I'm going to answer your psychic questions. Come and join us. I'd love to have you here. Billy Meyer says, you can buy both the compact and the astrology compact. Yeah, if you want both, you can buy them. They're each $80. The compact reading alone is $80, and the astrology standalone is $80. I don't combine them, like in a sense of do both in one reading. They have to be purchased as separate products. But yes, you can buy both if you want both. Okay. So yes, to answer your question, yes. So anyways, if you have questions, just contact me before you buy them and I can answer it. Okay. Yay. So listen, guys, I am so glad to have you all here. You guys rock. I'm going to wrap it up. Psychic Bob's going to have a little break, have some dinner, and then I got to do more scheduling tonight. Hi, Terahara. Oh, that's a cool name. Terahara says, a lovely community here for another Thursday seance evening. Thanks, Psychic Bob, for your free public channeling, in addition to your private classes too, and information you share. Thank you, Terahara. I love your name. You were here the other week. I remember you. Thank you for being here again. It's awesome to see you. Well, listen, guys, we'll see you back here tomorrow night, 7 p.m. live live spirit messages. I'm going to take your psychic question. So think of a psychic question, bring it. We'll see if we get you in for a reading tomorrow. All right. Anyways, thank you for being here. Go sign up for this Saturday's class. We're doing on transfiguration phenomena, how mediums' bodies change during seances. So if you're interested in that, I'd love to have you. All right, guys, listen, I love you. May all of you blessed be. And we'll see you tomorrow night. God bless. Good night.